Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, call I'm La Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakwadash. And double honors to the Apostle Great Millstone. Peace. Salutations to the elect, to the very elect. So I just wanted to touch on this NBA story, right? Which show the hypocrisy and show you that we're who runs this place and who's in power, right? Because we don't play by the same set of rules in Babylon, aka America. All right. So you had like last year, you had a lot of stuff going on with these so-called, with these players, right? With the Israelite men, right? So-called black men in the NBA. That was like, old Ja Morant. You had Ja Morant had guns. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Porter allegedly beat up his woman. All this different stuff, right? And they all got judged for it. Oh, Ime Udoka. He had to go to the other team, to the Rockets, which he's doing good, by the way. But either way, like you see how they treat, the so-called black man in the media, right? But here it is, Josh Giddey, so-called dealt with a younger girl, as they call them, because she's a woman already. She's like, she's able to bear children and all that. All right, that's what makes her a woman, according to the scriptures. But in this world, right, they'll condemn you for dealing with a woman that's underage. They said whatever, they had pictures of them together, blah blah. But that's according to the courts or whatever they're gonna do. But according to the scriptures, we know that technically, he ain't really do nothing wrong, But that's what that. But see, they're gonna throw him under the bus for that. They're gonna throw him under the bus for that, or they should throw him under the bus for that. But because he's light, because he's pale and from Australia, and he look like a white man, they're gonna give him a pass, But here it is, Jake don't get a pass, You get suspended for a season, Gilbert Arenas, You bring some guns to work, and now your career is shot, So Jake don't get them type of passes that the so-called white man gets. And where is Malika Andrews to report on the story? Where is she trying to throw this so-called black man under the bus, or this white man under the bus? She ain't throwing him under the bus like she's throwing the Israelite man. The Israelite man getting thrown under the bus. They're bringing up his past, what he did when he was young. This dude Adrian Payne, his funeral. They bringing up alleged charges and all this different stuff. You can't forget that he did. You see, but this is Esau's world. All right, and we know how it operates. And they use our own people against us, man. Cause this dude Stephen A. Smith, he's on TV talking against Jake's. Now they use her, Malika Andrews. They even had Shannon Sharp doing it, So all of them, they all do it. Yeah, but Stephen A., that's another house Negro. Stephen A. ain't nothing but a house Negro, man. Every time you see him, he's over there dogging Jake, putting not even the white dudes on there be talking down on Jake as much as they do, because they use your own to do it, So crazy. But anyway, yeah, all them networks are set up to oppress Jake and keep them under a certain vibration and narrative, And it's hypocrisy, because they don't have that same energy. They don't have that same energy for the white man that does some dirt. If the white man does some dirt, they'll throw it under they barely speak about it. She didn't come out to condemn this man, which in their world, that's a bad thing he did, right? He dealt with a woman that wasn't of age, We know in the scriptures, you know what I'm saying, you know, that there's nothing wrong with that, but because, you know, she was 15, as they say. So, you know, she's a woman. You know, she's past the flower of her age. You know, so a man could deal with her. 1 Corinthians 7 and 36. If a man think that he behave himself uncomely towards his virgin, if she pass the flower of her age, and need so require, let him do what he will. He sinneth not, let them marry. See, but in this society, you know, it's viewed as unseemly, whatever. So you know, all things are lawful, but all things are not expedient, right? So, you know, they should hold this man accountable for what he's doing, right? According to their world, but that's not the standard they live by. Nobody's saying nothing. There's a real hush hush about it. But here it is. You know, if John Moran flash some guns on IG or something, now it's a big scandal. They talk about it all over the tabloids and shit. Everybody's speaking about it, right? Because Jake is the byword and proverb in the city. You know, we become a reproach. Like, we're become a reproach. The name of Israel is dragged through the mud. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We're persecuted on all sides. And here it is, this devil, he gets away with anything. It don't matter what he does. That's why it says, Psalms 140:1, it says, deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischiefs in their heart. See, everything they talk is mischief in their heart. They're just imagining mischief against us. It says, continually are they gathered together for war. They are sharpened, their tongues like a serpent. Adder's poison is under their lips. You know, they sharpen their tongues like a serpent. Adder's poison are under their lips. Every time they get a chance to tear down Jake in the media, they're going to do it. You know, but the white man's going to get a pass. You know, you don't hear no scandals like that, you know. But Tiger Woods do something. Tiger Woods, oh, boom. You know, it's like worldwide news. You know, the black athlete hit his wife or whatever. The white man do the same shit. Oh, it barely gets spoken about. He don't get no jail time. You know, so it says that's why Job 18:7. It says the upright man shall be astonished at this. Yeah, we're astonished at the fucking injustices of the society, the double standards, and just the downright, you know, lack of righteousness. You know, that goes on here. It says, and the innocent shall stir up himself against the hypocrite. Right, so you got hypocrisy all throughout this world, man. You know, they're speaking about love, and we're hateful because we're teaching the Bible, but they was hateful when they was manipulating these scriptures. I was watching the Harriet Tubman movie, and they were using the scriptures where it says servants obey your masters. They was using it on the slaves, you know. So they was manipulating and twisting the scriptures. So is that love? That's hatred. That's hatred every time they put the white man Jesus up there, and they have you bowing to Jesus Christ. That's hatred. So Job 20:5 says that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. So the joy of the hypocrite, the joy of these so-called white people is but for a moment. Because the Lord's gonna take it from you while you're eating. Matter of fact, verse 6 says, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach on to the clouds, yea, he shall perish forever like his own dung, and they which have seen him shall say, where is he? For he shall flee away as a dream, and shall not be found, yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. That's right. This devil gonna be like he never existed. The eye which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place anymore behold him. You know. So this devil is going to be a thing of the past. The joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. His children shall seek to please the poor. This is what they do when they give you them contracts. You go up in these universities, and you sign on a dotted line. You go up in the NBA, NFL, right, MLB. He's pleasing the poor. He's giving you a lot of money, right? He's giving your people food stamps and all this different stuff, government programs. But his hands shall restore their goods, says his bones are filled with the sin of his youth. which shall go down with him in the dust. It says in Sirach 12:10, never trust thy enemy, for his iron rust so is his wickedness. You know, so his wickedness is never changed. So his bones are full of the sin of his youth. Though his wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue. Though he spare not and forsake it, but keep it still within his mouth. Though he say equality, love, God is love, and this and that, he's still gonna come as a serpent. Psalms 140 and verse 2, which imagine mischiefs in their heart. Continually are they gathered together for war. They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Adder's poison is in their lips. Keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man, who have pursued a purpose to overthrow my goings. Yeah, these devils have purpose to overthrow our goings. You know? That's why anytime they see Jake successful or doing something good, they always find a way to try to mess your life up, right? Like like Allen Iverson, I remember he had got into a fight or something. They were trying to mess up his career early on. They was giving him shit because of his hair, you know. But well, they was kind of right to give him shit because of his hair, because man ain't supposed to be having long hair. And that's scriptural. But you know, Jake, they like the braids and the locks and all that shit, the long hair. But yeah, other than that, nah, he had gotten into a fight, and yeah, it was like a big thing. They somebody got hurt. I think somebody died or something. Who knows? But you know, he was about to fuck up his life. I mean, there was a lot of people. There was a lot of Jakes that have ruined their careers, like Michael Vick. I mean, there's a lot of people that fight dogs and do all that shit, but they gonna go after Michael Vick like they was going after Judas or something. You know, they went after Michael Vick like they went after Judas. You know, or you know, like there was like they went after Julius Caesar, man, with knives. I remember Michael Vick was like a hero in the hood. They tried to turn him into like a demon, you know. Which, you know, it is what it is. That's what happens when you sign the dotted line. Like R. Kelly. Look at all the scandals, man. All the scandals with surviving R. Kelly, surviving this and that, right? You know, anytime they get a chance, or Bill Cosby, you know, what they say. They still talking about that shit to this day. So it says, real quick, let me see if I can find this. And that woman, Malika Andrews, she's an Israelite woman. Her dad's a Benjaminite. You know. So she got hatred for her own father, you know, and she's showing you that the black woman, for the most part, she's not with you, with your tribe, with your brothers, you know. She's not with you. She's with the enemy for the most part, you know. Now there's a few that are all right, but you know, scripture speak about the elect lady, but there's a few and far between, but they do exist. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 36 says, the Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, and there thou shalt serve other gods, wood and stone, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee. See, so we become a proverb and a byword, you know, amongst all these nations. Like, they look at Jake as a criminal. That's all Jake. All you see is bad images of Jake up there. Anytime you can, or anytime they could tear Jake down, they're gonna do so. You know. So it says, "Keep me, O Lord," Psalms 140 and 4. Keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked, and preserve me from the violent man, who have pursued a purpose like it to overthrow my goings. The proud have hid a snare for me and cords. They have spread a net by the wayside. They have set grins for me. Selah, I said unto the Lord, thou art my God, and hear the voice of my supplications, O Lord. O power, the Lord Yahweh Shem, shall strengthen my salvation. that has covered my head in the day of battle. And grant now, O Lord, the desires of the wicked, Salaki. Further not his wicked device, lest they exalt themselves. See, because this devil's trying to exalt himself, and he's trying to put himself up as the Most High. But the Lord said, the prayer says, grant not the desires of the wicked. You know, because the Lord's going to disappoint the devices of the crafty. And this devil has took crafty counsel against the Lord's people, the Lord's hidden ones. You know, which is you brothers. You know. The main target is the Israelite man. All right. That's why anytime you become successful, they try to come after you. You know. It says Proverbs 11:9, a hypocrite with his mouth destroyeth his neighbor, but through knowledge shall the just be delivered. See, when you understand the truth, like you move more smart. Like, you know, in this society, you can't be doing shit like this. Like, you know, you can't, you know, especially you high profile like this. You know, they're gonna put you up under the slammer, but when you white and you got money, you could hush hush, or you could get a good lawyer to represent you and all this shit, right? But at the end of the day, the white man is not under the same rules as we are, you know, because this is his kingdom or queendom, I should say, because this place runs on wicked rules. So it says Psalms 148, grant not, O Lord, the desires of the wicked, and further not his wicked devices, lest they exalt themselves, say la. As for the head of those that compass me about, let the mischief of their own lips cover them. You know. So let their mischief cover them. All right. Because the Lord's gonna let them fall up in that trap, as it says here, that they set up for themselves. It says Psalm 7:14, behold, he travaileth with iniquity, and he hath conceived mischief and brought forth falsehood. He hath made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch where he had made. For what? His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealings shall come upon his own pack. For I will praise the Lord according to his righteousness, and I will sing praise to the name of the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, the Most High. Right. So that's the spirit, man. All right. This devil, his mischief shall return upon his own head, man. You know. The Lord's going to bring it upon him, because the hypocrite, the Lord said he shall not live out half his days. All right. I believe that's what I say. The Most High, Yahweh Shemashah, is not going to suffer this devil to triumph. See, when you watch these Hollywood movies and shit like that, these devils, they always triumphing, and you know, that's why, like, you know, that's why people got sick of watching these superhero movies, because they know that Esau is the good guy in the movie. Esau is the good guy, and Jake is supposed to be the villain. You know, like Thanos represent Jake. You know, oh yeah, because you got to do away. The Lord gonna do away with 2/3, right? So here it is. Esau want to disrupt the plans. You know, all the movies. You know. Like Darth Vader was the good guy, but Darth Vader, they want to take him out. Anakin Skywalker, you know. Psalm 55 and verse 18 says, "He had delivered my soul in peace from the battle that was against me." See, the scripture say we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness in high places. Right? The devil, he's the physical counterpart. All right, but you have the spiritual demon Satan also that's running shit. You know, he's running the minds of Esau and shit, and he's promoting wickedness on the earth. It says, the Most High shall hear and afflict them, even he that abideth of old, Selah, because they have no changes, therefore they fear not the power. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him, and he has broken his covenant. All right. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet they were drawn swords. All right, everything this devil says about Jake is never anything positive. You know, but Jake want to be friends with these devils. You know. We're not meant to get along with these devils, all right? It says we have enmity from the womb. All right. Yeah. All right. So it says, verse 22, cast thy burden, Psalms 55 and 22. Cast thy burden upon the Lord, how about Shai, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. But thou, O Most High, shall bring them down into the pit of destruction, which actually, this pit they dig for themselves, right? Psalm 7:15, he had made a pit and digged it and is fallen into the ditch which he made. His mischief shall fall upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pat. So it says, verse 23, Psalm 55:23, but thou, O power, shall bring them down to the pit of destruction. Bloody and deceitful men shall not live out half their days, but I will trust in thee. Psalms 140, right? Spoke about the, let's go back. Be delivered from that violent man, that devil. Because this devil don't deal righteously. Deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, right? You know, because everything you see from this devil is persecution of the saints. It says what? He seek to wear out the saints of the Most High. Daniel, the 7th chapter. Daniel 7 and I'm start at 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever and ever. Then I would know the truth of the fourth beast, which was diverse from all the others, exceedingly dreadful, whose teeth were of iron and his nails of brass, which devour, break in pieces, and stamp the residue with their feet. And of the 10 horns were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell, even of that horn that had eyes, and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows, which is America. Right. And I beheld, and the same horn was horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High. See, who's going to make a war with this devil on our behalf? All right, the Ancient of Days, right? Through his son Yahushua, right? Judgment is going to be given to our people, right? To the saints of the Most High, in the time that came that the saints possessed the kingdom. Then he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon the earth, which should be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces. And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall arise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue 3 kings, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. See, they're trying to wear us out. All right, and think to change times and laws. He's done that. All right, we're in the year 2023, according to the devil, right? You know, according to his calendar. All right, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and dividing of the time. You know, he's constantly changing up the times. You know, daylight savings, this and that. The map is like positioned according to what Esau, you know, said. You know, like this is all his dealing. Like the business world runs according to Esau, man. Everything runs according to his decree, because this is his his queendom here. Because this society is very, very feminine. This society is very feminine. They allow all kind of shit. So this is why it's called this, because this is not a kingdom. Because things run according against the Most High's ways. You know. So it says, verse 26, but the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion, to consume and to destroy it unto the end. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. See, so the kingdom is going to be given to Israel. Hitherto is the end of the matter. As for me, Daniel, my cognition much troubled me, and my account has changed in me, but I kept the matter in my heart, right? Because this knowledge and this truth was very much heavy, to Daniel, right, as it is to us. But you see, these prophecies only pertain to us. This is why we get so much hatred, because of course, I was watching a little Squid Game thing, and they always try to take out the most powerful. They try to vote out the man first, So this is what this white man does. He try to attack the strongest man, which is the Israelite man. The Israelite man is the most strongest man. The most powerful, the most godlike man on the earth is the Israelite man. Okay, that's who they. That's how all these women want to get with, was Israelite men, all right? But yet, the society treats you like you're some type of threat, because you are to their world order, right? Their new world order, really. Okay, but the spirit of Yahweh Shem HaShai is going to preserve, all right, the true men, So it says Isaiah 33 and 14. It says, I'll start at 13. Hear ye that are far off what I have done, and ye that are near acknowledge my might. The sinners in Zion are afraid, yet are wicked. See, fearfulness hath surprised the hypocrites. Who among us shall dwell with the divine fire? Who amongst us shall dwell with everlasting burnings? Yeah, because all this society brings is nothing but hypocrisy, right? And the wicked of our people are very afraid right now, all right, because shit is about to hit the fan. But it says, verse 15, he that walketh righteously and speaketh uprightly, he that despised the gain of oppressors, the gain of the society, all right, that shaketh his hand from holding of bribes, that stoppeth his ear from hearing of blood, and shutteth his eyes from seeing evil. Yeah, the scripture say, Micah 2 and 10, arise and depart, for this is not your rest, right? For the polluted, it will destroy you. It will surely destroy you with a sword of destruction. So he that walketh and speaketh uprightly has to do what? Despise the gain of oppressions. And for the most part, these niggas in this world, in the NBA and all that shit, they don't despise the gain of oppressions. They love, throwing up an alley-oop and getting millions of dollars for it, And then they do what? They go and deal with a young chick because they think they're above the law. And then boom, they get hit with this. But if you're a white dude, you get the pass. Like this dude, Josh Giddey. Which, by the way, he's from Australia or some shit like that. All right. But it looked like Edomite. Could be. I think he's an Edomite. But I know somebody out there probably beg to differ. But, I don't know. I think he's pretty average. I mean, he's pretty decent for a young player, but we'll see. We'll see. A lot of white dudes are kind of all right, but he play on a stacked team though. But anyways, Malika Andrews didn't cover this fucking story. Why this? But by the way, Malika Andrews is she's a demon. All right, but her father, I'm looking at her father right now. That man is a Benjaminite. That's a Benjaminite right there. And her sister, her sister looked better than her, by the way. But she's actually more, but they both are demons. But they work for the white man. But this woman, she just hate Jake. Every time she get a story, Carl Anthony Towns, or the dude Payne that died from Michigan State, all kind of dudes, man, all kind of people. She just goes and tears down. But the white man would do something and nothing happens. Emmett Udoka, the coach, he was dealing with Nia Long, and then he'd end up dealing with some assistant. Which, by the way, in this world, everything is just blown out of proportion. A man can deal with many women. A man can deal with many women. What is the problem? You're going to blow up a good marriage, a relationship, because a man might want to dibble and dabble in he might want to dibble and dabble in a West Indian, or maybe one day he want to dibble and dabble a Latina. What's wrong with a Latina, man? What's wrong with a man exercising variety? The Lord created variety on the earth. The scriptures say, if a man take another wife, see? So what's the problem? But in this world, oh no, you got to lose your job, you got to lose your reputation, or you're an evil motherfucker. They're smearing you, or you're a womanizer. This is out of proportion. This is out of You know, this is crazy, but this is this world. But you could be a Mo and you get celebrated. They celebrate you here and all over the world. They're gonna celebrate you, haha, you know, clap you up. But at the end of the day, look, a woman like Malika Andrews, she would make a pleasant wife because she's not ugly at all, but she is a demon and she worked for the other side because who's in power? That shows you that, for the most part, these women are with Satan. All right. The scriptures say all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. And the most battered the woman is, the more demonic she is. Like, she's, I mean, for the most part, you know, of course, you know, we have, all our women are beautiful. But goddamn, you know, for the most part, you know, especially when they come and get an order. This woman would be 10 times better if she wasn't a demon. But, you know, niggas would still deal with her because of what she looked like. But this is why a man of wisdom he see the wickedness and he depart from this, you know. And she's married to an Edomite, I think. I gotta see. So hold up. These type of women are the reason why we're in slavery, anyways. They help the oppressor, help the distressed. Yeah. Let me see. Oh, I don't really say, but yeah, the dad was definitely a Jake, man. The dad was definitely a Jake. Oh, I do say, my bad. I guarantee you it's a devil. Yeah, she's dating a devil. Yep, of course. Yep. She's deciding, and when a woman gets with, see, and that's the difference. When we get with a white woman, the child is an Israelite baby. But if you get with one of these devils, with these pale devils, you'll be bringing forth like Rosemary's baby, the child of the devil. You know, so. The sea line nationality is based upon the Israelite man. Numbers 1:18 said we come from the poles, you know, the house of our fathers, you know. The house of the father dictate the nationality of that child. All right, but you devils gotta go because you are the source of all this confusion that's going on the earth, man. A man can't even exercise his rights to be a man. A man can't exercise his rights. That's my rights as a man to deal with another woman if I choose to. You know, I might deal with 3 or 4, whatever the case may be. You know, what's wrong with that? This man is making a lot of money. He's going to deal with young. He might deal with an older woman. He might deal with a cougar, or whatever, man. It is what the man's taste. A man exercise his taste, but in this world, a woman to exercise her taste, nobody say shit. Oh, nah, but here it is. Oh, she's being free. She's liberated. The hell is this? This is completely backwards. That's the word hypocrisy. It goes into the word hypocrite, false pretender to virtue or religion. Yeah, these people talk about they try to quick to condemn an individual, but if they come out right as a Mo, they'll praise him. So that's hypocrisy. A hypocrite. A pretender, an actor, a disassembler. See, everybody on TV that's up there talking, they're just pretending, They're up there pretending, man, They're just pretending, they're up there speaking, they ain't really saying nothing of substance. They're reading off a teleprompter. We're not reading off the teleprompter. When we speak through the Holy Spirit, as the scriptures say, 1 Peter 4:11. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of the Most High. You must be moved by the Spirit. We're not speaking as hypocrites, posing as, we is this or that, The scriptures say the simplicity that's in Yahushua, Okay, so this world, it come with a lot of deceit. All right, like these fucking talking heads on TV, they're nothing but deceit. And then half of the shit they speaking about is not even like, it ain't even on nothing. They talking about Michael Jordan and LeBron all day, That's all these people talk about all day long. Like, who? You still watch this shit? Like, shit is crazy, man. So the Lord's gonna deal with these people, man, and the Lord's gonna deal with the nigga woman soon too. For the majority of them, the ones that get right, man, it's a beautiful thing. I'm a witness to it. I've seen it. I've seen the sincerity of the woman. I have seen what a woman is like when she's in her righteous mind. And it's a beautiful thing. I've seen various examples. But coming into the faith and understanding the truth and all that, all while dealing with the things that go on in the society. The woman is she can come and serve the man of the Lord, and she's in her righteous robe, and I've witnessed that, and that's a beautiful thing, So the Lord did preserve unto us, women that are spiritual, They're spiritual women, But 90+% are demons, So when you see a good woman, scripture say, price is above the rubies, far exceeding rubies. So let me see something real quick. Oh, I want to read this article, right? Going into the New World Order, right? Shift gears a little bit, but it says pandemics are being used as a catalyst for a New World Order. It says their goal is total world control, right? It says each nation has its own culture, governance structure, traditions, property, borders, and peoples. But the intentions of the wicked global elite is synchronizing the public health response across the UN member states, granting new powers to the UN and its organized states at the cost of national sovereignty. All right, these universally applied regulations and multilateral agreements have given birth to an enlarged globalized administrative state, right? Which basically is like, you got the UN, you got the World Bank, which is all ran by the small headers. Then you got the Bank of International Settlements. Then you got the Council of Foreign Relations, CFR, and these are the top ones, but also the Federal Reserve of the U.S. and Bank of England. But these are major players, and these are administrative states spoken about here. It says, although this power grab has been percolating for many decades, right? Because this has not been something just of yesterday. All right, this New World Order has been, because the elites understand reincarnation, so they've been working on this for many moons, right? It says the Crown Vicky crisis acted as an accelerant to synergize international agreements that advanced the UN as a world government. The UN has morphed into a leviathan. Its various agreements and goals seek to essentially dictate the world's economy, migration, reproductive health. The UN is behind a lot of these abortions. That these, if you do the research, it says monetary systems, digital IDs, and environmental, agricultural wages, climate modifications, one world health, and other related globalist programs. To be clear, these goals of an organization are seeking a globalized command economy, not an organization focused on world peace, ending wars, or any type of human rights. Because at the end of the day, what they want, as Aaron Russo had famously quoted by the elder Apostle Gabar, they said, Nick Rockefeller told him that they plan to chip everybody, So the Rockefellers have a lot of hand in the UN, here in the UN, because that's Rockefeller land right there, where the UN is. That's owned by the Rockefellers, man. So it says the UN aims to regulate every dimension of our personal and national lives, is working to reduce and eliminate national sovereignty across the world, and thereby to decrease our diversity, traditions, and religious identities. Okay, yeah. But basically, they want everybody to be. This is why they throw these events like the World Cup, Olympics, and all this crazy shit, that they want everybody to be like a world citizen, global citizen. Everybody's the same. This is why they make it easy to travel for the most part, as long as you ain't got like a criminal record, or if you have a passport, you could travel from various places, with relative ease. They make it relatively easy, so everybody feels like interconnected and shit. But it says the UN has partnerships and strategic agreements with member nations, as well as other globalist organizations such as the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Look at that, Bill Gates, another devil, small hatter. That's closely aligned with the UN, which when you just see the UN, you just think Rockefellers, which they're ain't nothing but another branch of the Rothschild family. So it says the World Bank, CEP, Gavi, the World Trade Organization, WTO, the UN, European Union, and the World Economic Forum, known as the WEF, which that's Klaus Schwab's neck of the woods. All right. For an example of how the United Nations operates, the WEF and the UN signed a strategic agreement and partnership in 2019, consisting of commitments from the WEF to stakeholder capitalism, by which private partnerships work to control governments. All right, because the World Economic Forum, they squeeze and tighten the money, so they control the government. It says the WEF developed a plan in 2020 to use Crown Vicky crisis to reorganize the global governance structure around social issues, including climate change. This plan was called the Great Reset, which that was one of the beginning. That was one of the catalysts, using pandemics as Trojan horses for the reset of the society. But they distract you. With Josh Giddey. They distract you with LeBron James. They distract you with Kanye West and Boosie and this person, that person, and Ceci Red and Rihanna and Beyonce and Nicki Minaj. That's who they distract you with. But while behind the scenes, this is what they're doing. Behind the scenes, they're developing, they're striking deals. They're moving, they're shifting legislation, and they're putting stuff in play where they already got these Walmart set up. Like, sometimes you go into Walmart, you can't go and you can't get no service. They already got it set up to where like they'll shut you off right then and there, and because they're gonna set these places up as camps, man, for these people, So yeah, this is a whole global reorganization that they're doing. The WEF is a trade organization representing the world's largest corporations. It repeatedly exploits disruptive technologies to enhance economic growth opportunities for its corporate members. The WEF is specifically designed to advance the economic power of its global elite members, otherwise known as the billionaire class. All right, because if you are a billionaire, you gotta be one of these dudes. If you this is why it's an exclusive club, the multi-billionaires and also the trillionaires, and that's the owners of the society. It says as the let me jump to the point at the end of this. It says this is a new world order. Matter of fact, it says the UN has signed strategic agreements with the world's largest organizations, corporations, and world powers to fulfill their utopian vision for the future. This is a new world order with non-unelected officials in control. That means that you and I will have to be ruled by a non-democratic UN administrative bureaucracy, basically the banking families. This is a form of inverse totalitarianism. It's one of their terms. A world order based on a command economy, one that is at its core both socialist and totalitarian. Yeah, man. So all these organizations are working towards the New World Order. So Malika Andrews is working for the New World Order. Malika Andrews works for the New World Order. All these people work for the New World Order. Stephen A. Smith. If you making millions of dollars, you work for the New World Order, which the New World Order is the white man. That's all to sum up this article long as hell. All to sum it up, the white man is moving. And that's why I want to read that article. All right. I really don't read these articles like that, but it was a good one once in a while. And there's a few of them that's pretty good. Like the headlines, like one of them was said, the New York Times finally admits to the harm they done to the black children. All right, digital identity wallet is an electronic leash with which Brussels wants to control its citizens. Right, so they're already so they report on a lot of these prophetic things, you know. But dealing with the matter at hand, yeah, in this society, man, we're persecuted, man, all the day long. They hunt our steps. They at us all the day long, and the only way up out of there is through the Lord Habashim outside, man. All right, because you know, shit, you see how we get treated in the media by our own people, man. You know, our own women. You know, showing you that we're under the curses. You don't see no white woman dragging no black man in the court of public opinion. You don't see that much. I mean, Donald Trump and you know a few other scandals, but I mean the disrespect is crazy, but that's the curse, man. So you know you got to bear it, and you got to look at it, and you know you got to learn from it. Because at the end of the day, the punishment of the daughter of Zion is accomplished. So our time out of here, our time for being oppressed is up. Because we have this truth. So that's the proof. Lamentations 4:16 says, the anger of the Lord have divided them. Right. It says, he will no more regard them. They respect not the elders of the priests. They favor not the elders. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. Now in our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. Right. Jake is over there looking for the white man to help him. You know. They're looking for this person, that person. They're looking for Joe Biden got in the office, niggas singing. You know, they're singing. You know, they're looking up to these celebrities, so on and so forth. Right? It says but mainly they're looking at the white man to save him, which he's the same one that put you in the damn first place in the first place. You're looking for his money. You're looking for his glory. All right? It says they hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. Yeah, they hunt our steps everywhere you go. Jake is gonna slip up, man. We're in a society, and here it is. Anytime you do something, they're gonna magnify that shit 10 times. I remember, you know, being stupid and doing shit. Like you see how they treat you based upon who we are, where we live. You know what I'm saying? And even I can't imagine being darker, even too. You know, because if you was dark, like shit would just been worse. Cause they looking to shoot you. You can't go nowhere. You know, you like it's crazy. Like you get on a train, they're chasing you. That you filled up already. You already fill a description. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it says our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heavens. All right, and I go for Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Gad. You know, all the tribes, man. You know. Asher, Naphtali, all the tribes, man. All of the tribes feel this, you know. But Judah feels it the worst, of course, because they're the head tribe. They always have to get the worst. But that's why they get the best, you know. But Lamentations 4:19, it says, our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. They pursued us upon the mountains. They lay wait for us in the wilderness. They breathe the breath of our nostrils. The anointed of the Lord was taken in their pits. Of whom we said, under his shadow we shall live among the heathen. And that's what we're doing now. Under his shadow, we're living under these devils. You know, persecuted and broke, busted, and disgusted. You know, as most of our people are. You know, that's just the reality. Because what could you expect when we've been in slavery for more than 3.5 days? All right, more than 350 years, more than 400 years here in this captivity. So, and then the Native Americans been here before that. So 500 plus years, man, really. You know. But anyways, it says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee, and thou shalt be drunken, and shall make thyself naked. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom, and he will discover thy sins. So thy sins being discovered right now. Like, everybody's seeing you for the pure hatred that you have for your brother Jacob. Because we're supposed to be our brothers, right? But you had hatred for Jacob, man. To this day. Just pure hatred, man. Genesis 27. But you'll justify yourselves. That's why it says Zechariah 11 and 5. Right? What does it say, Zechariah 11 and 5, man? Real quick before I read this. Here's Zechariah 11 and 5. It says, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they seldom say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. Yeah, you possessors, you hold yourselves not guilty. You know what I'm saying? You got us in captivity, you got us in this hell, and then you turn around and blame Jake for what they do. Genesis 27:39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above, and by thy sword thou shalt live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. And these are the words of Esau, her eldest son, which were told to Rebekah. And she sent and called her Jacob, her son, her younger son, and said unto him, behold, thy brother Esau, as touching thee, doth comfort himself, purposing to kill thee. So, no wonder that till this day, 2023, according to this devil's calendar, all right, he still seeks to kill us. Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. He wasn't messing with nobody like that. He was just minding his goddamn business. You know, worshiping his power and doing his thing with his woman, you know. Doing what a man does. And here comes along this goddamn devil, and he wants to cause turmoil and he wants to cause friction. Okay? That's why I scripture say, blessed are the peacemakers, man. This devil at the end, he's not going to get no blessing. The devil's going to get destruction, man. Rightfully so. Rightfully so, because, this devil has been wicked to them that be at peace with him, man. We just dwell in peace with this devil. All right, but he's just mad. It says, Obadiah 1:1, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord, power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, an ambassador sent amongst the heathen. Arise, and let us rise against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small amongst the heathen, thou art greatly despised. Everybody looking at Esau as the hypocrite. They're looking at him like, damn. They're seeing him because of this internet and everything, which the internet has backfired on this devil. Because the truth has gone forth, the truth of the Hebrew Israelites, then everything about him has gone forth. Then you got all these alternative media sites and all this truth that counteracts what the regular media and the status quo be saying and shit. So you got people like us, then you got the truthers and all these. So you got all these moving pieces, So everybody's starting to despise the devil. So the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high. Thou dost saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. Yahweh Shem Ashai, So the Lord gonna bring this devil down, man. It says, how are the things of Esau sought out, searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? So the things of Esau are being searched out. Everybody's looking at your hypocrisy like this devil don't even hold himself by his own rules. You know? This devil does all kind of wickedness. But the people are starting to get pissed off because before they wouldn't say shit because they didn't have missiles. See, if you don't have no missiles, you can't really say much. You know, you got to have missiles to fight the fight, you know. Because the new warfare is all about missiles. It's not about, conventional warfare anymore. It's about, now if you got missiles, now you're respected at the table. Because you got to bring some type of equal strength and force. It says, Isaiah 10:1, woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees and that right grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. So they're robbing the fatherless at all times, man, with these unrighteous decrees. You know what I mean? With this grievousness, with this wickedness. You know, Ezekiel 35 and verse 3, and say unto it, thus saith the Lord power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate, and I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be most desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh by Shem Shai, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, constant hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end, right, which is, now, right, up till this day. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee, since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, right, Edom, and his queendom, and cut it off from him that passeth out, and from him that returneth. And I will lay his mountains with his slain men, in thy hills and in thy valleys, and all the rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. And I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy city shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh by Shem Shai. Because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine, we will possess it, whereas the Lord was there. Yeah, we will possess Judah and Ephraim, like northern, southern kingdom. We're going to possess it, right? And we're going to say what? Oh, yeah, we have the ancient high places in possession. Ezekiel 36, the next chapter. All right? We're going to live in your land, call ourselves the Israelites. And we're going to call you Negroes, Spics, Latinos, Wetbacks, Tonto, Native Americans, and so on and so forth, And then we're going to judge you 10 times harder, and then we're going to give ourselves passes. Isaiah 10, right? They right grievousness which they prescribe. So it says, verse 11, Ezekiel 35:11, therefore as I live, saith the Lord power, I will even do according to thy anger, and according to thy envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them, and I'll make myself known among them which I have judged, when I have judged thee, Salaki. Thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh by Shem Shai, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies which thou hast spoken against the mount of Israel, saying, they are laid desolate, and they are given us to consume. Thus with your mouth ye have boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them. Thus saith the Lord your power, when the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate. And thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate. So will I do unto thee, and thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumean, even all of it. They shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh by Shem Shai. So, yeah, this is the judgment against you devils, man, for all this bullshit. And the scriptures say what? The wicked shall not go unpunished, though hand join in hand. All right. All right, let me see. Because Proverbs 11, because you know, people like Malika Andrews and all, they're gonna receive their judgment, man. Because they in this life they receive their consolation. The Lord said, "Woe to them that are rich, for they have received their consolation." And these people are rich. They received their consolation. They live beautiful lives. They ain't got no cares in the world. You know, they living it up. And they feel comfortable in their oppressor's land with Stockholm syndrome, feeling like they can just down talk their own people just because they're up, and then live off massa, because massa's gonna just live forever. Massa's gonna be in power as long as, see, that's a wicked mentality, man. All right. Proverbs 11:20. They that are of a forward heart are an abomination to the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, but such as are upright in their way are his delight. All right. So motherfuckers like her and these other people that are not in the truth, they're not serving the Lord. Really, they're an abomination to the Lord because they're forward in heart. All right. But it says, though hand join in hand, those that believe in Esau, Edom, right? The wicked shall not be unpunished. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Because it says in Sirach 16:3, one that is just is better than 1,000. Let me get this. Cannot trust in Pharaoh. Cannot trust in Egypt. Which, by the way, we're in the new Egypt. All right. 2 Kings 18:20. Thou sayest, but they are but vain words. I have counsel and strength for the war. Now whom doest thou trust, that thou rebellest against me? Now behold, see, who doest thou trust? You know, Israel. Who doest thou trust? You trust your daddy, the devil. John 8:44. You trust your daddy because you're of your father from the beginning. The 2/3 of you, the majority of you, right? Now behold, thou trustest upon the staff of this bruised reed, even upon Egypt, on which if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and all that trust on him. Yeah. All that trust on Pharaoh, king of Egypt, is like that man that leaned his hand upon that bruised reed and it pierced him. You know, you're pierced with the serpent's poison, and you can't get out of it. You know, you can't get out of it. All right, you can't leave the ways of this world behind. You can't see the truth. All right, for what it is. Isaiah 16:2, gross darkness is going to cover these people. And we clearly see it. We see the mentality these people are in. All right, Isaiah 30:1, it says, woe to the rebellious children, and saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Because if you're not covered with the spirit of Yahweh Yahweh Shai, man, it's like, you're just like, you know, you're just out of there. You're just like, what the hell? You know, you're bugged out. You're in Christianity. You're in some form of Catholicism. You're into witchcraft, astrology, eating all kind of swine's flesh and pork, shrimp, lobster, crab, and all that shit destroys your vibration as an Israelite, especially as a man. You're into feminine traits, like doing your fucking going to the painting your nails and you know what I'm saying, having long hair, lining yourself up, shaving your legs off, shaving all over the place. You know, you're all into that goddamn, you gotta get a laser line up and shave everything off and just look all feminine and sound feminine, talk feminine. All right, you add sin to sin when you take the counsel of the world, not of the Spirit of the Lord. That says they walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth. They strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and they trust in the shadow of Egypt. It said, therefore should the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt be your confusion. Confusion because what? You join hand in hand with this devil, Proverbs 11:21. Though a hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. The seed of the righteous is the election. All right, that's being made perfect by the word, by the Heavenly Father's vetting process, as the brother Baal would say. You know, despise not the vetting process, as he would say, man. You know. The Lord is doing the vetting process of his people. All right. So those that trust in the shadow of Egypt, of Pharaoh, you know,
You're going to be confused in that day, confounded. All right, but the scripture says, none that put their trust in the Lord Yahweh Yahushai shall be confounded. It says, for his princes were as Zoan, and his ambassadors to Hanes, they were all ashamed of a people that could not profit them, nor help, nor profit, but a shame and also a reproach. The burdens of the beasts of the south in the land of trouble and anguish, from whence come the young and old lion, the viper and fiery flying serpent. They will carry their riches upon the shoulders of young asses, and their treasures upon the bunches of camels, to a people that shall not profit them. Doing all this fucking work for niggas that hate you. You're pleasing them. You're getting goddamn surgeries. You're bleaching your skin. All right. You're wearing their goddamn wigs on your head, looking foolish as hell. All right. Goddamn purple, blonde, bluish. You know. One of the biggest industry is the hair industry. All right. And they target the so-called black woman. Isaiah 30:7, for the Egyptians shall help in vain and to no purpose. Therefore I have cried concerning this. Their strength is to sit still. Now go write it before them in a table, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come and forever and ever, that this be a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord. And that's what we're dealing with today. This is why you keep getting fucked up left and right, you know. This is why you die at an alarming rate. This devil is messing you up. He got you in captivity, and he's ultimately gonna do what he's gonna do to you, and the Lord's gonna allow it. I was watching the Napoleon movie, and this devil, he don't care about no people. He never cared. He grabbed the people were rioting and protesting and shit. Well, they were coming violently, but he just grabbed two cannons and just shot it at them like they were at war. And that took like damn near 50 people died in one swell swoop, or 100 people, I don't know. But there was just a bunch of meat flying everywhere, you know. So this devil, that damn draconian spirit that he had back then, most likely he's going to pull it back out. He will pull it back out. So, you know, because the Lord said what? That the Assyrian is the Lord's whooping stick. And he's going to be set for fucking disobedient people, man. O Assyrian, thou art the rod of... You know, yeah, Isaiah the 10th chapter, yeah, it's already there, yeah. Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 4, for without me they shall bow down under the prisoners, and they shall fall under the slain. For all this his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still, mercy. But O the Assyrian, the rod of my anger, and the staff in her hand is my indignation. I will send him against a hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath I will give him a charge, to take the spoil and to take the prey, and to tread them down like the mire of the streets. All right, so this devil's gonna be sent against a hypocritical nation. That's you tribes, the hypocritical nation, the most hypocritical nation. Because here it is, this same demon, like Malika Andrews, that's up there on, you know, talking about she loves so-called black men and all this, right? She's gonna be the same one that's be used to tear them down, just like Stephen A. Smith, just like all of them, you know, just like Giddey the Kid and all these people, man. You know, they're all set up to destroy you. You know, these talking heads, Shannon Sharp, Coach Prime. Okay, all of them. They all work for the system, for the beast, for this devil. All right. Okay, so yeah, that's the point on it. So Isaiah 30 and 10, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. Speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. Get you out the way. Man, go ahead with that stuff, you know, right? Turn outside out the path. Cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us, right? They don't want to come near to the Lord. You know, which is a dumb, stupid thing to desire for the Lord to not be with you, but you know, That's a people. That's Israel. It's a gainsaying people. A simple people, as Jeremiah 4:22, side his children. So it says, verse 12, therefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despised his word, and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. The breaking come suddenly in an instant. What comes to mind is that one scene off the Lord of the Rings, the second one, with the dam burst. Nothing can stop it. And that's going to be the destruction. And he shall break it as the breaking of the potter's vessel is broken in pieces. He shall not spare, so that there shall not be found. The bursting of it is shred, to take fire from the hearth, nor to take water withal out the pit. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in returning and rest shall ye be saved, and in quietness and confidence shall be your strength, but ye would not. So yeah, man, we're looking forward to the end of the society, man. When we don't have to deal with this malarkey. Yeah, with this wickedness, man. Malarkey, lies and exaggerations, humbug. See? No, you're guilty before you're even charged. Before you even have been convicted, you're already guilty in the society as Israel, because that's what this world vibes. That's what this world thrives on destroying the Israelite man. So yeah, with that, hey, may the Lord continue to bring these devils down, man, through the Spirit, man. So with that, hey, call them la Yahweh, Bashim, Yamshai, Bashim, Kakodash, the monster, the positive great millstone, peace, salutations to the elect, shalom.